All right, Honk is having, we did review, and now she's learning to back up off the pressure of the lead rope. So Dan is gripping above the knot.
Good girl. I'm gonna rub her up now.
And then you wiggle it back and forth, like side to side. And then you open up your hand every time they take a step backwards. And before this, we worked on centered circles, rolling the hinds, and clearing the fronts. And so we're reviewing, and then we're going to settle her up. Everything you do from one side, you have to do it separately from the other side.
In this case, she has been entirely different donkey on this side.
Okay, so she backs up quite lightly from her right side, but on her left side, it's going to take a lot more. And that's okay, guys. Just make sure you practice everything from both sides, as it's two separate donkeys. There, she shifted her weight, Dan.
That's hot.
So with that shifting of weight, you would release that pressure and then ask again. Just there, nice. Okay. The more often you can release the pressure when they shift, that's the try. And the more often you can reward that, the quicker they're going to learn. And then breaks afterwards to help. The next part of her training today is to work on flexing or bending at the neck. When we do this, we're going to slide our hand down to let them know we're coming, and then we're going to bring it out to a 45. We're not really applying pressure, we're just holding the rope there, and then we're waiting for her to look. There we go. And you can ask again, but you see how Dan's releasing with every time. It's important that you release every time. Every time they come towards you, give back more than they gave you. And you want them to come over to a 45, but never more than a 90-degree angle. Okay. We are practicing Honk, having weight on her, and I'm holding her, so this isn't the best video, but Dan's got a mounting block, and he's just getting her used to having somebody up there and weight up there. All right, what we're doing right now, guys, is getting her used to seeing somebody above her and also introducing weight onto her back. So we don't have the saddle on. We've been doing groundwork and then just introducing this stuff to her. Today is the first day we've introduced weight on her back. So far, she seems to be handling it very well. You want to make sure you're not standing where you're going to get run over.
Make sure she's got foot on the other side of her.
Okay, and I'm just giving her oats. I'm just keeping the oats coming for this. We won't always oat her for this. This is for introducing new things and just to help it not be as nerve-wracking to her. Heading her everywhere up there. Seeing us above. Good girl. All of Dan's weight is on her right now.
Feet are in the air.
And she does not seem to care. I can see her wobble a little bit,
Yeah.
but she doesn't seem to care.
She's gonna be like that unridden mule that we trained the first time I rode her. She felt like a drunk sailor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So part of the reasons that we're using oats for this is just to help keep this a good experience, because it can be quite stressful for them. It's not the only way to do it. It's just how we like to do it.
See, I could probably slip onto her right now, but that wouldn't be fair. We'll take our time.
Remember, slow is faster.
We'll probably do it next time. Like right now, I could just do this and I'd be on her. I'm not a very good bareback rider. She's a good girl, yeah. No, I have a safe, secure spot for my left foot. I'm going to drag my foot over her rump while I'm in a safe spot. Practice for a sloppy mount. See that, guys? Lots of contact on her rump.
Yeah, I agree. She's going to.
Now I've got ears back on me while she's attacking those oats, so she's watching what I'm doing.
Absolutely, she is. And when you guys are doing this, introducing carrying weight and having weight and seeing you above them, you just want to do it a lot of repetition. You know, you can't overdo practicing and getting them comfortable. We want her to be relaxed, not swishing her tail or really tense muscles. A really tight lip would be another sign that she's super uncomfortable.
And when it's time to finally flip over onto her back, we will both be so confident in the situation, they won't be nervous. It'll be fun. Right now, I'll be kind of like a scratch off lottery ticket. Probably be all right. Probably be a winner. But it could go the other way and maybe get injured. And just as bad, set her back in her training where she has issues with someone up above her.
Those issues can take a long time to move past. I mean, you can move past them, but they really do take a long time to move past. Okay, so all of his weight is on her. I'm giving her oats. Just lots and lots of repetition. Long, and we can just add it on.
Okay, it's going.
Okay, so the last part of her training today is to practice rolling the hinds, rolling the front. So to do this, Honk typically stops moving when I put the flag up. Actually, to do this, you're gonna switch your hands before you do anything. Okay, so now I'm walking with my hands switched. Now I'm gonna have her come and roll the hinds and then roll the fronts. And it's not that she's perfect at this yet. She was an unhandled mammoth, but it's just practice, practice, practice. Getting her really handy. So I'm doing another time with the camera here. So I'm gonna switch my hands ahead of time. So right now, I have my lead hand by her head and my flag hand by her hiney. And then I'm gonna switch it before I actually ask her to move. So now I'm gonna switch my hands, but I'm gonna keep walking. This part here is really hard for a lot of people. The coordination, she's dropping her shoulder in. The coordination is really, really hard at first. Okay, so now I got my hands switched across like an X. Now I can have her disengage, beautiful. And then clear the front. Now if they're pulling away from you, you wanna pull towards you when their inside front foot is up off the ground. Otherwise you're just pulling against a brick wall. So sometimes she doesn't do very good circles, but when her front inside foot comes, I can pull her in to help keep that circle nice and centered. I'll do it again. I'm gonna switch my hands now. So I got my hands in an X. I'm walking forward. Now she's starting to pull. So when she pulls up that inside front foot, I'm gonna pull her towards me. Now I'm gonna ask her to roll the hinds. There, she did it. And then clear the front. All right, so practice that, guys, at home. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.